Okay, so we got a really fun game in this one. Someone requested this ages ago, but you honestly don't need to request this. It was inevitable I end up doing this again. This is Thresh Jungle. Is he viable in ranked? No. Just please don't. I can't confirm that yet. One time I will try it, but until then, please do not do this in ranked. But is he fun as hell and kind of effective? Hell yes. Imagine getting ganked by a Thresh. You ever get ganked by a Thresh that rushes mobility boots from support role? It's pretty damn effective with all that CC, and landing Death Sentence has a gap closer, lantern, and all that kind of stuff. The ganks can hurt really bad. In turn, he's also ranged and therefore can apply red buff really well. Now, for the runes, I have several runes of which I would try this with. If you are starting out, I would recommend either taking Full Resolve, like I've taken here, which I'll describe in a minute, or taking Precision and taking Fleet Footwork for a slight kiting advantage against monsters, positioning, and of course, most importantly, the attack speed you get from the page, and then take Secondary Resolve with +5 armor in the runes, just to make sure you ensure a healthy clear, and then you can just use, you can healthily do a free monster or even a full jungle clear, albeit very slow. Because I'm taking Resolve, it means I'm not getting the attack speed, I'm only getting bonus health from my raw stat runes. So I just do a free jungle clear. I'm going to go from blue to wolves to straight to red. Now, I want to highlight something in jungle clearing, because I've never made a jungle Thresh video properly before. So let's take this with red. I don't think I do it properly here, but the whole idea is to kite it as much as you can. Thresh has plenty of tools for kiting. And whilst the lantern kind of displacement, as we're going to see, doesn't work so good against champions, it is exceptional against monsters. So if you do jungle Thresh, or even if you're playing top Thresh or support Thresh and for whatever reason in the early game, and you want to kite, this is good. I cancelled an auto, let's forget that. Look, look how much the red buff has to walk around now. That is, you're getting a shield, which takes a hit. By the way, take a W second, E first. When you take W, you're able to use it and kite around it in order to kind of give yourself more leverage. You can also use Flay to throw them back over the lantern if need be, and this just helps you sustain as much as you possibly can. If you are a ranged jungler, it's important to really use it. Back in the day of when Twitch jungle was like meta, like really meta, there was a thing where you could permanently leash as a ranged champion, and they would just not hit you. So Thresh could do this as well, of course. I think this was back in the day of Feral Flare. Anyway, here's where the madness begins. I go for the top gank on Ryze. He is slightly overextended. I've got red buff. Red buff is all I need at this point. So all I'm doing is auto-attacking, anticipating a flash. If he flashes this way, it's a quick flay into Death Sentence. Which is quite literal, because it would be a Death Sentence. He tries to flash the other way. Really, he should have just took the L and not wasted a summoner spell if he could. Because how was he going to get away from that? And I would like to show something else, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't actually fight back at all. So if we just look at it again. Okay, he hits, he roots, but we weren't close enough for the Guardian. No, Guardian does not proc in this instance. Guardian does not proc at all. If I look at my own stats, Guardian is still off cooldown, so Guardian didn't work there. Let's talk about runes before Ryze teleports in just a second. I'll slow it down so we have enough time. Guardian, I'm using Guardian rather than Aftershock because I thought it would be a cool, like the haste mechanic. You get 20% movement speed when you and your ally get hit whilst close together, or if you have a targeted shield, that'll work as well. I decided to use this because if someone tries to like 1v2, because you get champions like that, like Renekton and Darius. I'm going to pause because you can see what's about to happen. Yeah, that shield will help us 1v2. The haste will help us catch up to people if they try to fight back, because most people will try to fight back or at least throw some kind of CC at you. And it's a nice way to get into the resolve tree. The alternative is Aftershock, which means that you can have a more offensive edge. I guess it's either or. This was an experiment. This was the first time I tried Guardian, really. Anyway, for those of you who don't know, when you use teleport, since about a year ago, you'll always teleport out from whichever side is in the direction of your spawn. So it's gonna go below this blue minion here because that's the direction of their spawn, right? would be the same if he went to tower. But because, look, there's no minions. The minions are down here. There's nothing to block what's about to happen. So, if we see, I can already, like, I've timed it in my head. Bam. A perfect death sentence. No need to go in on it because the distance is so minor. We've still got red buff. He used his flash earlier. See, if he saved his flash, he'd be able to get out of this. But, or maybe. At least we'd have to burn some of this for it. And then, what do you know? The DPS, the minions, everything about that TP from Ryze was stupid. Rumble... No. I guess he wanted the kill. Now, I'm not screwing around. I've taken Siege Master in my resolve tree because I planned on this. I planned on camping someone really hard and taking their tower. So we're able to get some extra damage with Siege Master, and I am just like, please. We've killed Ryze, we've took his TP, we've took his flash. We don't know where their jungler is, and if we are causing enough pressure to cause their jungler to come here... sorry, their jungler is mid, actually. Even if we didn't know where Sejuani was, you know, forcing them up here while Ryze has to walk back, we still get plenty of damage on this tower. We take pressure away from bot lane and mid lane. And it's overall quite productive. Now, when Ryze comes back, what's he going to do, right? What happens when you die twice in a row? You are tilted. I feel bad because this game isn't actually ranked. I kind of wish it was. So I'm just waiting. We're just waiting for the perfect opportunity. Rumble's in on it. And then he... Why? Why go so far? But now, I've still got my flash, so he's got no way out of this. At all. That's 3 kills. 3 kills in, like, what, a minute? Look at that! I didn't know he disconnected. Oh my god. He does reconnect, but... Imagine if that was ranked. Especially since people tend to be more tilted during ranked games. That would have been crazy. Now, could you do this as any champion? Maybe. Could you be more effective doing it as Thresh than other champions? Let's compare to the most similar champion, I suppose, Nautilus, who also uses a hook. I'm not too sure. I do think, yeah, Nautilus could do a very similar thing. But there's a unique thing about Thresh which is going to happen now. I'm going to buy 2 longswords, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a longsword. And there's another, 2 longswords and boots. Thresh can scale with AD. Is it the best AD scaling in the game? No, but I've proven time and time again on top lane that it has some pretty good lethality, and I mean that in the literal sense, not in the League of Legends game term sense. So whilst AP Nautilus isn't exactly the most particularly super deadly, and I've played it before and I know it can be pretty fucking fun. Demonetized. I feel that if you... Thresh has the versatility. Mentioned in the AD Thresh guide. If you haven't seen it, please check it out, for God's sake. It doesn't cover jungle, but it'll mention that. It'll mention how versatile he is. So, if I want to build AD, I can build AD. Hell, if I want to build attack speed and go for a magic damage build, I can do that with Blood Razor, even though it's physical. I can then buy things like Wit's End and Rage Blade to add some magic damage to my strikes. Now they're doing the dragon. You know what? I know that they can't tank the fucking dragon. Oh, no, actually, no, it wasn't the case of that at all. It's the case of I just killed Ryze 3 times. I'm sure I've got some kind of advantage here. Troll pole dodges, thingies. Oh, I was mainly hoping to stop the dragon and doing whatever I could. I think I do something slightly stupid here. Aftershock destroys the Fizz, and we get that nice triple kill, about to be a quadra kill on Blitzcrank. So I am full balls deep. Alright, there's no point running away. I am in there, CC tanking everything I can, and then we get that quadra kill Blitzcrank, and the last kill goes to Ziggs. If anyone tried to donate that Penta to Blitzcrank, whilst it would have been hilarious, we would have had a casualty. And if we were talking full tryhard game, it would be pretty damn appropriate for us to, well, try not to die, I suppose. I say there only for the souls. I took some bits of CS whilst Ziggs wasn't there, just last hitting, so we don't waste food here. And that's what I'm about to tell Ezreal when I take bot CS in a bit. Since I've camped top and taken the tower so early, that's set. Rumble is set for the game. We got that nice team fight bot, but my main goal right now was to camp bot and try to get the bot lane going. I've got red buff. Sejuani ignores me, hungry for that gank, tunnel visioning, because Fizz has already gone in. She Qs but can't get through me. The red buff on a ranged champion is so lethal that she can't get away. If she left quickly, she probably would have, if I wasn't able to catch her Q in a flay. I'm not sure if it can't be interrupted. Someone tell me that in the comments, because I really don't know. And I could look it up, but I'm in the middle of recording. Again, Siege Master is up, red buff is up. Mind you, the red buff in the top lane tower push, and this tower push as well, is so good for taking tower to vector true damage. We interrupted the channel, and Rumble flashes to get out of there. I don't think he had to, but yeah. Of course, I'm trying to get as much damage as I can. So Sejuani's going to come up in just a second. Oh, I have real life stuff just came up. But that doesn't matter, does it? League of Legends is my life now. I'd make a... I think this is a slightly flawed Dragon Call, because I just saw Sejuani in the mid lane. I haven't checked for wards, there's no... Oh wait, I've got a control ward down. But Sejuani... The control ward, the vision, they still had a ward. And I just focused on taking the dragon. So I got Sejuani away from the dragon, flayed her, and then... Whilst the DPS on the dragon from me and Ziggs took it down to smite range, I got the dragon because it's an infernal, it's worth it. I only died twice, so my shutdown isn't exactly huge. I'm sorry, I only got 2 kills, so my shutdown isn't particularly huge. So anyway, we're having a lot of fun. We're 2-on-7. We've now got Warrior and Moby Boots because ganking is life on Jungle Thresh. Your clears aren't particularly amazing, but once you get some AD in you and you get your Machete passive with the attack speed, it becomes a lot easier. If you want to clear a lot faster, going for the precision runes is very good. And you can also go for Glacial Augment in the inspiration ones, and then take attack speed second. It means that you can't take Resolve Tree at all, so you can't get the +5 armor for the anti-jungle monsters. But it is probably one of the more deadly pages you can take, because Glacial Augment will make a gank even more deadly. Plus, you get a bonus, even more attack speed by taking Inspiration first, then that second. Sejuani's Q saved. That was a very good of her. Saves Jinx, and I believe we're able to get enough damage onto her just to take her down. Ryze will get out of there. Fizz will get greedy. Going for the Ezreal. Does he manage to get it? No, because of the fresh peel. He already troll-poled. And he's a dead boy. Ziggs ults for the kill. And I'm so greedy. I want this Ryze as well. I hook him. I'm taking minion damage mind. Ryze flash came back up, and we probably shouldn't tower dive at Ryze. So I just... tell him to get the lantern. We could have probably killed him if my death sentence comes up, but I don't max that. Let's bring the items back. I've also taken Magic Resist because look at their team comp. They got Ryze, Fizz, Kennen, Sejuani, and none of them are particularly fed. This is a game where every lane has won. And whilst I don't normally... So every lane is won. I think I just said game. I don't particularly mind so much because I feel like I had a massive impact this game. What do you think? Do you think I was this was a pretty cool Thresh gameplay? Do you think Thresh Jungle might be more possible this season than others? Tell me what you think. I think yes, and I'm so bloody happy about that. I love Thresh Jungle, and it's been 4 years since I've been able to play him effectively. As in without a terrible, terrible clear, and without feeling absolutely useless. So the enemies here, I could have probably death sentenced here, but I missed. And then when I did that screw up, I was just like, oh, this is going to appear in the recording, isn't it? Oh, you guys see it, we all make mistakes. I've made enough cool plays to make up for it, I suppose. I get very greedy. I really shouldn't be that greedy with the Jinx around. She's got Runan's Hurricane, so she's got some crit. That's enough to DPS me down. I have no bonus armor because I'm going straight for my Abyssal Mask. Abyssal Mask is also an offensive item, so that's really nice. Oh, did I already start taking... I think I took Ezreal's farm earlier, but I've missed it. Oh, well, whatever. I lantern him out and peel him off with that. Saw Guardian come up. I'm waiting for my Death Sentence to come back up, because I can't really do anything without it. Now we get a nice hook from Blitz. Fizz will troll pole out. Death Sentence is up, and I miss it because it looks like he's going that way, but of course he doesn't. And then Rumble has come in from the back. Unfortunately, our guys have already died. Ezreal has died, so he gets taken down, and it is 3 deaths on both teams. So it's equal, plus us getting some damage on the turret, especially with Siege Master. In fact, I think we can just fully take this turret, so this team fight was fully in our favour. Yeah, I think I've already stolen Ezreal's farm. I just forgot to comment on it. If someone complains about farm you're last hitting, which would normally go to waste, completely ignore that person for the rest of the game because they do not know what the hell they're talking about. So, Ocean Drake, the enemy comes to... Oh, they come nearby anyway. Rumble is there to stop them, and my smite is there to do it. I haven't commented on my smite. I have got the red smite because when you play a tanky kind of jungler, it's just free true damage, and damage reduction does make you tankier as well. You can take blue smite, but I think that's overkill because you've already got so much CC, and I've got Moby Boots for move speed. There's really no need for that. Now they've already got Kennen, so I tried to hook that way. Jinx wasn't there though. It was just on the off chance. A lot of people like to hang near a fight anyway, though she was a bit smarter than that. This Rift Herald, which I forgot to use earlier, was about to run out, so I just put it here, and I tried to make the most of this because it was going to run out. I didn't want to waste it, so I just put it in bot lane to try to push this turret. And trying to make the most of it, I tell Ziggs to push here and Rumble to push there. We've already pushed top lane so much though. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure Ziggs DCs or something. Like you can see he goes back and then he just kind of stands there. And then he just kind of stands there. I'm pretty sure he DCs. Something along those lines. After pushing up, we're able to get this much damage on it before the enemy team is able to defend easily because there's no pressure in the other lanes. Well, no pressure in the mid lane anyway. They can easily hit the Rift Herald's eye. Now, sped up a bit too quickly then. Yeah, there we go. Ziggs is disconnected. I would recall, but there's a fight going on bot lane. Let's see what that's all about, huh? So do you want the ults? We catch Jinx in that and a Rumble ult. Rumble will be trying to get out. I throw down the bots to catch these guys out. And I focus on the Fizz because I can. I red smite him to get some extra damage. Now when he does that, I don't know why he did that at all. I guess he was trying to juke a death sentence. I really don't know, but... yeah, once I knew that his troll pole, that he had to use his troll pole to escape that way, he should have probably went a different way. I knew that it was an easy hook from there. So because this mid turret is on such low health, I try to push it up, but the enemy will come to defend, so we've got to back up once again. That is completely fine, my red buff is up, and I really should consider going back. But before then, I've got a jungle, and I can clear it. I'll take those. Then I hear that there's a fight top lane, so I go to participate there. Well, do you know, like, what was that, 4 out of 5 of the enemy were there? That was just those two. Guard came into play there, Guardian. I do an embarrassing flash hook every time, followed up by that clean emote. And then give him that good slap with the AD and the Abyssal Mask, amplifying the damage a bit. Very good stuff. Now we've pushed very far. I've got some gold, which I should consider spending. So I take this crab, get its soul, and then recall. Now that's enough for a straight up rapid fire cannon buy, so I just finished that off. And now we've got 60 AD from Warrior. Very gold efficient item. Very much the most gold efficient 500 gold you'll ever spend upgrading an item. Going from like what? Like 25 damage to like 60? It's crazy. Rapid fire cannon, of course, if you don't know, will give extra range to Thresh on those hits, up to 600, so you do get full benefit. And gives you a really nice poke / burst, depending on how much AD you have. Which makes you useful in teamfights rather than just hooking and going in. It makes your AD much more accessible, meaning it doesn't just fall off because you're going way too close all the time. And overall, it's just really good. Ryze trying to defend the tower and not letting me use my Siege Master. Sorry, it's not called Siege Master. I keep calling it Siege Master. Now he tries to defend, but I hook him up. I get some extra true damage onto him. It's not showing the true damage for some reason, but he is burning, and he will burn to his death. With that, it's an easy push in the tower. Sejuani goes to kill me, but come on. I've got magic resist. She's got fuck all. Okay, she does have an abyssal mask as well. It's fine. But there's 2 of us and 1 of her, so we take her down, take an inhibitor. This is a stomp, but it's all about taking those advantages. There's no point going back to do like the dragon there when we can take these massive inhibitors. Once we've taken that though, we can go back. I already know we can go back, but these guys are in it for the memes, I suppose. Blitz especially with that hook, but eventually I just give up. Let's go back. I don't care if you're coming with me. And indeed, red buff is here, and I let Ezreal take it. He does not steal it. I'm serious, that's no sarcasm. And then we jump over to the dragon to take it. The other 2 just kind of do jungle camps and I guess go mid. Meaning the 2 kind of supportish champions are here, killing a dragon very slowly, so we're just going to speed it up. Then I've got a blue buff to take, I've got all sorts of to take, I get money, and I get Guardian Angel, because we're ahead, I can afford to buy some AD, and it will give me the armor I need to deal with the Jinx in any case. And the game is about to end, because we've just got such an advantage. We've got a tilted as hell 3-8 Ryze, we've got... It's just incredible. If I didn't feel I participated so much, I probably wouldn't have uploaded this game, but hey, Thresh jungle, hell yeah. I'll probably upload another one when I play with either Fleet Footwork or with Glacial Augment. As I said, if you want to try this, I recommend using Fleet Footwork with Secondary Resolve, or just using Guardian or Aftershock as straight up Resolve and then go secondary. What you go secondary at that point doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Inspiration with approach velocity if you really want. Actually, I don't know, that's particularly useful. In any case, the new rune systems are great. This is the first commentary using the new runes. There will be another one with Dark Harvest, which I played on the first day of pre-season. So kind of going back in time with that one, almost a week old. But my god, do I like these new runes. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back with more Thresh top and jungle very soon. If there's any kind of runes that you'd want to see used or any vague build suggestions, let me know them in the comments below. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, then please do. I mentioned on Twitter that I was going to take a break for this weekend to catch up with a lot of real life stuff, but if you want those kind of updates, please check out my Twitter, and if you want me to stream, then let me know, because I can always set that up. In any case, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.